Good morning, friends. In earlier classes, we have discussed about the Fourier transformation of functions. We have discussed the Fourier transformation of the function, various types of the Fourier transformations like the complex Fourier transformation, the Fourier sine transformation, and the Fourier cosine transformations. Also, we have discussed about the inverse transformations, that is the inverse Fourier complex transformations, the inverse Fourier sine transformation, and the inverse Fourier cosine transformations. Today, we are going to discuss that how to calculate the Fourier transformations and the other Fourier sine or cosine transformations of the given functions. So, as we have discussed the Fourier transformation of the function fx, which is given by the Fourier transformation f of fx with respect to the parameter p is given by 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus infinite to infinite e raised to iota px fx dx. Some authors also use the formula for the Fourier transformation h only integral minus infinite to infinite e raised to iota px fx dx instead of 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to integral minus infinite to infinite e raised to iota px fx dx. That is the kernel of the transformation, kernel of the Fourier transformation, some authors use as integral h only e raised to iota px. Some other authors also use the kernel as e raised to minus iota px. So here we use the kernel of the function is 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to iota px. So this is the Fourier transformations. Now how to calculate the Fourier transformations of the given function? For example, here if we have a function which is defined here by this one, a function fx is defined as 1 if mod of x is less than 1 a, and it is 0 if mod of x is greater than a. That is, the value of the function is 1 if x lies between minus a and plus a, and the value of the function is 0 if x lies otherwise these values. So a function defined by this one, now we have to calculate the Fourier transformation of such function. Now by definition, the Fourier transformation of this function is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus infinite to infinite e raised to iota px fx dx. Now the function is given in different values, different intervals. So first we break this interval, or first we break the integral in those values in which the function is defined. So if we break the interval, then we get this is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus infinite to minus a e raised to iota px fx dx plus 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus a to plus a e raised to iota px fx dx, and the last one is 1 upon root 2 pi a to infinite e raised to iota px fx dx. As the function is given that the value of the function is 1 if x lies between minus a to plus a, otherwise the value of the function is 0. So only interval which survives is integral minus a to a. So we have the value of this integral is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus a to plus a e raised to iota px into 1. The value of the function is 1 in this interval, otherwise it is equals to 0. So we get it is equals to fx is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi integral minus a to plus a e raised to iota px into 1 dx. Now our task is only to calculate the integral. So if we integrate e raised to iota px within the interval minus a to a, we get it is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi. The integration of e raised to iota px is equals to e raised to iota px upon iota p. The limits are from minus a to a. So we get, by solving this, we get 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to iota pa minus e raised to minus iota pa upon iota p. Or this can be written as This can be written as 1 upon root 2 pi into p e raised to iota pa minus e raised to minus iota pa into iota p. Or this can be written as 1 upon root 2 pi into 1 upon p, and we know that e raised to iota pa minus e raised to minus iota pa upon iota is equals to 2 sin p. So this is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi into 2 upon p sin pa, which is the required solution. If we take the kernel of the function, kernel of the transformation is only e raised to iota px, then we get the solution of this problem is 2 upon p sin pa. Thank you very much.